when the drama comes up from these characters around you, these narcissistic, vampiric NPCs, whatever. Just like when they give us distractions, say new iPhone comes out, or political theater of those they're supposed to be public servants. I remind myself that every time the drama comes up, that's just an indication that what I was doing, what I was working on to become more powerful, who I really am, whatnot, that's just there to distract me. See, I do wind up using everything to my benefit, whether it's clarity and direct teaching, or distractions and bullshit. Just like I am now, it makes sense. Is like this stuff I've been going through personally lately has been using it in the universe. My surroundings and internal has been showing me, look, this is what you've dealt with this entire time. It's becoming more and more revealed, and I don't share it with those around me exactly what I'm seeing, but it's like they sense it. They're like, oh shit, we're caught. And there are those that appear to be on your side, like say with the normies, when you're starting to realize certain things. There are those that appear to be like you, but it's just to infiltrate you, just like the narcissistic, whatever you want to call them. They'll love bomb you, and they'll, when you start to just ignore them, then they'll act all sweet and everything. So you can get in close skin and just, or put doubt in your head, or multiple things. But yeah, it's even bugs and cats and people on Harley Davidsons. On another kind of a slightly different subject, like when you have a certain epiphany, or like you're reading something or someone's telling you something, it's like really starting to click. Distraction will often come up, and I learned to use that as an alarm clock. Like, oh, that was important, what was happening right before that distraction. And actually, I wound up using it for an indicator that was important so much. It's funny, it's like that, it's actually refrained from doing that. It's probably TMI, too much information, or as I say, kitty, keep it to yourself. But when going through what I call love thyself heavily and repeatedly sessions, right? I'll listen to certain affirmations and binaural beats, ice tones for certain aims, like say if it's like telepathic ability, and have that kind of as like the general. It's kind of like a ritual I'm doing, like a sort of like the orgasm is like something I'm putting into the ritual to increase those powers. And I have for the longest time, I live with other people, especially when close to orgasm, like just there would always be a cough or someone in the kitchen making all this noise. And I pointed it out like, that's funny, because kind of like exposing, yeah, there's something that can't be. And they backed off whatever's making that happen, backed off a little bit, but then started doing it again. So when I started doing it, when that would happen, I got to the point of just like, wow, I'm so resilient that like it's actually encouraging for me to stay even more focused. Like, yeah, I'm on it. Like fucking, because that's a marker. So then I even become even more and more focused. But you know, as started really, you know, getting into the. No, I'm still been procrastinating because I have all this other shit in my head. But as I was starting to like really get into the energized meditation techniques. Then it's just like, oh yeah, let's just bring up just absurd, just like it's funny how out of the way these bizarre scenarios of drama to distract me. Like Hyatt said in one of the interviews someone was doing of him, he goes, once you start you are the jail, the prisoner, and the warden, and once you start breaking free of the prison, there's all types of different levels of obey a police, including the robots, which they are. They're generally speaking, the policemen, the policemen, they are like robotic. I wonder if it's from signing whatever contracts they signed to become the policymen for the criminal justice system, justice for criminals. But including them and including most of those people around you, and people watch my videos. I'm sure they experience some really bizarre, weird things. Yeah, I've had people show up in my life. I had found like a training manual, some kind of probably have it on my computer somewhere, on how they can through conversation like hypnotize you to do even such things as like remote viewing. And I forget what not just remote viewing, but controlling as well. And for the record, that stuff that is done to me, I know there is some sort of residue still left over. I never consented to that, and yeah, I never consented to that, and it needs to be released off of me now so I can become who I am. And yeah, not cool. And there's gonna be a price to pay for that. A lot of this fear and tension, I know, is not mine. I mean, ultimately, I'm everything, but it's like the other characters' stuff. That's what like the scumbag characters are able to just keep on going without, because what should be on their conscious, like, oh man, I did this and that, and the fear, they've somehow been able to get that which they inevitably will come back to them, but put it on someone else. It's like transfer of that energy. It's just fucking transfers of energy. And yeah, it's gonna be corrected. But yeah, with the drama and everything, that's the main point of this thing. In your life, it's so easy to get caught up on that. Just when it comes up, just remind yourself, what is it trying to distract me from?